They supposed to stay the same, yeah. Love and compassion. I'm good, thanks for asking, yeah. New year almost here. Time to shift gears now. Time to keep building, take it to another tip. Hungry for progression. Been flowing like progressive. Told her I wanna record it like I'm trying to book a session. Sipping money ain't my thing. Trying to live to see 100. Grandkids running up and down the crib, bugging, living life so comfortable.
Happy full moon. Happy full moon, gang. Happy full moon, gang. Happy full moon, gang. Hope everybody's in good spirits. I hope everybody's in good spirits. I got some notes. I just want to get these notes off for y'all real quick. All right. Wisdo MB. Empress, excuse me if I'm messing names up. Empress. Air Faith. Okay, that wasn't bad. You gotta break them syllables down. That's it. You gotta break them syllables down. The Uniquely Divine. Yvonne, what's going on, Yvonne? Chanel in the building. Marty, what's up, Marty? All right. Miss Sharon. Ali Fente, 18. Fatima Dafan. That Astro Babe. Happy full moon. All right. Golden Confucius in the Golden Confucius is in the building, y'all. All right. All right, real brief. I got some notes, y'all. They're written down. I'm probably not even gonna look up as I go through these. I just want to go through them real quick, y'all. It's been a long day. You know, you kind of don't want to do too much during these full moon energies, y'all. So for a lot of y'all that probably had a long day at work or just a long day overall doing a lot, you feel taxed right now because the body really just wants to chill right now. The body wants to reflect. You know, our body naturally detoxes and regenerates itself. It's more so about, do we get in the way of that process? You know? So it's one thing with us consciously, you know, going on fasting, detoxing programs or whatnot. But then you just living a healthy lifestyle. You just having a healthy sleep routine. Like, your body's doing certain things at certain processes of the day. You feel me? Like, there's certain things that's supposed to be going on with your body when you're asleep. So these are all the things. It's Virgo energy, y'all. Full moon in Virgo. So these are all the things that, we're starting to pick up heavy on. No matter where you got the full moon transiting, it's a full moon in Virgo. So that's what we all picking up on, when it comes to our well-being. But let me get through these notes real quick, guys, all right? So Virgo rising in the building. All the real Virgo risings, please stand up, all right? Full moon transiting the first house. So we know whatever house the full moon is transiting, this house is fully illuminated. When we look at full moon energies, our emotions are at 100%. It's easy for us to go through the day, go through the motions, and we're dealing with work, we're dealing with our children, we're dealing with our relationship, we're dealing with school, we're dealing with career, and our emotions and thoughts be in different places. So some things could get buried easily, just going through the motions. But when we got full moon energies, things that we have pent up feelings, that all these things come to the surface level, and the house that the full moon is transiting is fully illuminated. So whatever's going on in the house, we're highly sensitive to it. Nothing's really going over your head in the house that the full moon is transiting right now. Like your emotional awareness is on 1,000. All right. AKA that's also why we don't want to spaz out. We don't want to have no outbursts. We don't want to be we don't want to do none of that. We don't want to have super impulsive reactions in these places, because that's what causes crazy transformations and chaotic situations. A couple of y'all already DM'd me today, like, goddamn, Boro, I couldn't even make it to lunch. Without some bullshit going on. So that's why I'm like, yeah, family, you want to make sure you're conscious about things not getting under your skin. All right, protecting your peace, protecting your space. So Virgo risings, all right, strong emotions towards where you want to be personally. The first house is your personal house, all right? So when it comes to all your personal aspirations, personal goals, the potential of how you see yourself personally, all of that is lit up right now. So you're either feeling the lack of how much work you put to manifest where you are personally, or you're feeling motivated to continue pouring into self because you're seeing how much progression you're making doing so. All right. So it's hard criticism on self because your personal aspirations and goals are loud right now. Right. So, the louder your goals are, the louder the self-awareness about what you've been doing to manifest that is. All right. The full moon is reminding you how good it feels all the recent times you made a decision to pour into yourself and invest in yourself this year. Remember, this is the last full moon of the year. So this energy kind of reflects everything we've been experiencing in the year, right? So you're it's almost like Virgo rising. Y'all sitting back like, damn. You know, I be servicing, I be down for people, I be there for people in my personal life, this and that and third. But I ain't gonna lie, them times that I was a little selfish, them times that I went hard just pouring into myself, right? You feel me? I was a little isolated. Like, yo, I felt good. A lot of good shit happened. A lot of progressive shit happened. So, you know, you're starting to take that into account going into the new year. All right. Finding the balance between your relationship and personal life. When we're dealing with the full moon, we're always trying to find the balance between the house that the full moon is in and the house that the sun is in. All right. So Virgo risings, Pisces season, your 7th house been lit up. Your house of relationships has been lit the fuck up. So when it comes to how you connect with other individuals, you've been developing new perspectives about relationships, new perspectives about things that you do in your relationships, you know, habits you have in your relationships. You noticing things about your partner you ain't really noticed before the sun came in this house, you feel me? And you know, overall, all these perspectives you're developing about your relationships, you're finding the balance between your personal life. How do these things in my relationship affect my personal life? You feel me? If you're single, well, I think I got a note for that too. If you single and you know you got all these energies, you're Virgo rising, got all these Pisces energies lit up in your 7th house, it's important to understand that this period was also showing you, you know, how to invest in yourself to manifest what you want to get in that 7th house. You know, it helps you to appreciate the relationships you do have besides the relationships you're craving for right now. The friends you do have besides what you feel like you should have in the 7th house right now. All right. So this season, Pisces season, really made you appreciate some of these things. All right. But overall, you're finding the balance between your personal life and that relationship house. Right. You know, you're realizing if you've been unbalanced in this area and if you've been putting your personal endeavors on pause for other individuals, Virgo risings. All right. Like I said, you know, realizing them times where you put energy into yourself and realizing like, damn, it don't hurt to be a little selfish. It don't hurt to be a little selfish at times. Y'all got to remember whose house this is. This is naturally Aries house. This is naturally the Mars house. So that shows you when Aries is naturally on their super individual shit, on sometimes coming off a little selfish, like it just look like they not considering anybody else but them. They out the first house. That's their natural habitat. So that shows us when it comes to our first house, regardless if you're an Aries rising or Virgo rising, there's times where you need to learn to, you know, just pour into yourself. There's times you need to learn how to isolate yourself so you can maximize what you got going on in the first house and not feeling guilty because you couldn't be there for other individuals. And Virgo rising, we know how sometimes you take that shit deep. Virgo rising, you take that shit deep. When it comes to how you're there for other people, you know, you hold your relationship to high standards and shit because you feel like you're always there for individuals. Motherfuckers should always be there for you. All right. But sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes people are not going to reciprocate the energy you have, but don't mean they don't fuck with you. Don't mean that they don't care about you, but you can't hold that resentment as if like, you know, people don't go out their way for you the way you do. All right. So some of the realizations you make in there, Virgo risings, and also embracing the losses or transformations you may have experienced in the 7th house and its influence you to put yourself first. Right. Pisces, you know, Pisces deal with loss, shit fading away, illusions. So you may have realized an illusion you may have been dealing with in the 7th house with the sun moving into that motherfucker. You may have realized you and this motherfucker you dating, y'all are not on the same page this season. You may have really realized that. You thought you was dating for this, they want marriage. You thought it was a situation shit. They want something serious. You want something serious, they thought it was a situation. So you might have snapped out of some illusions with Pisces in that 7th house. You feel me? And this full moon in Virgo is giving you a chance to snap back into your personal way of dealing with reality. So you're like, okay, damn, let me conduct myself more realistically in this situation so I don't end up dealing with I don't end up having Pisces in my 7th house take me to a whole nother realm like it always tries to do. You feel me? Because Pisces in the 7th house, that should be getting crazy. Your relationship be taking you to la la land, you know? So that's what we got going on, Virgo rising. This is the energy, that things that you're going to be picking up heavy on. Be careful of impulsive reactions and outbursts with your partner. Use this full moon to peep game. Don't go out your way and express some shit, bark on your partner or some shit, and then now it creates a whole excuse me, we're not talking about the full moon in the 7th house. You know, full moon in the 1st house. When it comes to personal issues, you know, when it comes to people you personally connected with right now, Especially when you're trying to do something, accomplish something personally, and you're around other people that can't relate. That could be frustrating right now. So you want to hold on to your isolation right now. Virgo rising day and a Virgo rising has been tense. Oh man. Oh man. So that's what we got going on, Virgo risings. Leo risings, Virgo in the second house. All right. Right now, money management is priority. You may have been overspending, or you may have or possibly haven't been maximizing what you know. How you know how to make money. It may be ways you know how to make money, ways you can elevate, transcending career, ways you can scale up with your business, and you probably a bit content right now. And you being influenced to maximize that shit. You being influenced to scale up. You being influenced to take advantage of your resources right now. All right, wiser investments, more assets, Leo rising, more assets right now. Instead of because the second house is dealing with material possessions, material things, cars, jewelry, flashy shit, food, 5-star dinners. So with the full moon transit in this house, it illuminates how much value you've been putting into material things. You're reevaluating your value system. Period. So wiser investments, learning to put your money in better places this new year, right? Money going into other things besides what you like. You realizing you're putting money into other things besides what you can invest in or what you can create with it, right? Building more assets, evolving from material pleasures, all right? And more aware of your value system, especially when it comes to the people that you're surrounded by. You're actually more aware of your diplomacy with different individuals. It may be somebody you really value, care about, and you're realizing you haven't been so trustworthy, or you haven't been an example of somebody that they should be valuing. So you looking at yourself in that sense, like, all right, let me straighten up. Let me prove to this individual that I appreciate them. You feel me? Let me show them I appreciate this bond, or this is somebody that I really value in my life, or this could be a thing, this could be a concept, this could be a dream, this could be a passion, this could be a goal that you're talking to yourself, but you're really talking to the universe like, yo, my bad God, my bad universe, like, I'm going to show you I value this talent I have. I'm going to show you I value this gift I have. I'm going to stop playing with it. I'm going to stop acting like, I'm going to stop acting like everybody could sing as good as me. I'm going to stop acting like everybody could design as good as me. I'm going to stop acting like I'm going to take advantage of this shit. All right? We know how talented you Leo risings are. All right? You walk in the room, everybody look at your ass. You walk in the room, you got sunlight. You got the sun ruling your first chart. So as soon as you step into the environment, you probably coming in there to, you feel me? You coming in there for some business shit. People think you coming in the building to perform, do something creative. That Leo rising just be having a vivid ass aura. You feel me? And y'all like to dress flashy too, mad flashy colors and shit. But anyways, right, reevaluating your sense of diplomacy with other individuals. And you've been having Pisces in that 8th house, you feel me? All them Pisces energies, the Sun, Neptune, Jupiter, all up in that 8th house. So when it comes to what you're developing, what you're being pushed to create in the physical realm within career, how to make more money, you're realizing, these obstacles can't be too heavy, because the sun in the 8th house has been making you remember all the things you done persevered through, all the things that you done, all the transformations you done been through in your life, all the obstacles you done already went through, certain traumas that you done dealt with or whatnot. So it's like, this Pisces season has showed me like I'm capable of dealing with whatever I set my mind to deal with or accomplish, because I'm reminding myself of how much motherfucker shit I done been transformed by, and I'm still here. You feel me? So you may have also, when it comes back to material possessions and whatnot, in that second house, when it comes to all these energies in the 8th house, with the Pisces energies in the 8th house, you guys may have been pushed to have deeper perspectives about life through a loss or heartbreak. You broke up with somebody, unexpected transformation you may be dealing with, right? But because, we're dealing with more of a positive energy in that house, Jupiter or whatnot, uplifting energies, this is also a time to develop optimistic ways of perceiving what you've been through. So you may have been dealing with some shit that's been heavy for the past year, and just now this full moon is recollecting all of that, out the second house, triggering your 8th house. And now you're understanding this whole Pisces season was to help you understand that you had to experience some of them things. You had to experience, a bit of that heartbreak, to kind of ground you and, let you understand that, that's life. We all go through transformations. It's how you persevere through it, It's how you come out at the end of it. And, you're realizing that around this time. But definitely having more of an optimistic approach towards things that have transformed you. Becoming more aware of who's possibly draining you. You know, that 8th house dealing with like shared value energy. Dealing with like that shared value energy there. So it may be somebody that's like got their hand a little bit too deep in your pockets, and you just now realizing it during this Pisces season. You like, nah, the motherfuckers be leaning on me a little too much. All right, so you may have to take note of that, Leo risings. You also catch influences to use your 2nd house profits and gains for 8th house goals. Don't get it twisted. The 8th house does deal with goals, motivations, passions, right? Intentions. So you being influenced to use the support, finances, gains that you have in the 2nd house to support things in your 8th house that you're mad passionate about, that you haven't put any energy into yet. You haven't really got it into the physical realm. You ain't get it into the 2nd house. It's not something a seed that you planted. It's not something that, you started working on yet. But now you're realizing like, yo, I got the resources. I got what I need. I got the tools to garden, this passion and this goal in the 8th house. So the Pisces season, Jupiter and the sun got you in that house. Understand, like that shit, that passion, that goal, that idea, that concept, it don't need to stay in the 8th house no more. We need to bring that up. We need to bring that into reality. All right, Leo risings. All right. And don't be caring about being perfect right now. Don't be caring about being perfect with that. And that's how you need to think about it going into the new year. Right? Just want to be goal oriented. What's going to manifest out there is going to manifest. But you ain't gonna see no results or nothing if you don't, plant that seed. So that's what's going on, Leo risings. Make sure you take care of them finances. Got to be wise in that 2nd house right now with the full moon transit in there, right? Cancer risings, Virgo in the 3rd. When it comes to your house of close friendships, surroundings, your neighborhood, fully illuminated right now, Cancer risings. All right. So right now, a lot of realizations about friendships, what friends are on your type time or not on your type time, which friends you connect with mentally or you're disconnecting with. All right. Or who you can just simply relate with, to with how you're trying to build. Once again, full moon change in the 3rd house. You got Virgo in here too. So when you got Virgo in the 3rd house, you're going to manifest a lot of networking energies. You're going to manifest a lot of friends that motherfucking went to school to major in this. You got doctor friends, lawyer friends. You got pharmacy friends. You got friends in the health field. You got friends doing this, that, and the third. Resourceful friends and whatnot. But Virgo is earth, y'all. It wants to get busy. It wants to work. So with these energies, full moon got you in a sense like is putting you in a place in the 3rd house where you don't really want to associate yourself with people unless you're building with them. It's almost a bit frustrating to be around people that's on some mundane shit right now, right? So you're realizing what's smothering you in your surroundings. People, places, or things, right? You're realizing what's smothering you in your surroundings. Remember, the moon is fully illuminating the 3rd house. So you're sensitive to everything in your surroundings regardless. You may have been walking past this energy every day in your 3rd house. You may have been tolerating this energy every day in your 3rd house. But it's the full moon here now. All right? Get your goddamn car checked out. Get your car checked out, especially if that motherfucker got the engine light blinking and shit. Get that shit checked out. 3rd, 9th house access. We dealing with communication, travel. It's a full moon, so we trying to prevent situations right now. Don't press on any issues with siblings and friends and neighbors. All that shit can turn chaotic. Possibly say things you don't mean right now. Like don't motherfucking get something off your chest right now to your sibling or to your roommate, somebody you live with. This ain't the time for it right now. Just digest it. Understand it. Digest it. Understand it. We don't need that shit going haywire. All right. Your 9th house has all them Pisces energies in it. So, the sun, Jupiter, Neptune, they got you hella excited as the potential as to where you could travel, what you could experience, what you could adventure to. When you start applying yourself or, putting more air in things that you want, putting more energy into things you want to that you want to experience. Excuse me, guys. Hey, why I have an oil chair on the point? You in alignment. Shit. But, yeah. All them Pisces energies in the 9th house, you realize all the things that you want to experience, things you want to places you want to travel to, and how you gonna do that shit. You feel me? Trying to figure out how you gonna do that shit during this season. You feel me? Or realize you've been putting some of them things on the back burner. You've been realizing what you have knowledge and wisdom about. Cancer rising. All right. Maybe how you've been suppressing that. You haven't been using that to help expand what you experience in your life, what you could grow and manifest in your life. All right. And seeing how to use that to possibly transition out your third house, seeing how to use your knowledge and wisdom on how to do this, that, and the third to help you transition out of your third house, what's familiar to you, to experience new things. Right. But your awareness and intuition is high about who you surround yourself with right now. You may really be in a space like, yo, I gotta Cancer rising. Y'all might be on some real on some real low key, on some Ace from Paid in Full shit right now. Like, yo, on some what's the name? Yo, B. I swear somebody look at me wrong, B. I swear to God, they fucking dead, eh? They fucking dead. You might be on some Paid in Full shit because it's just, you're looking at your familiar surroundings like, yo, I really don't want people stay in my space, but people don't be on my type of time. People don't try to build the way I'm trying to build. Like, I'm finna isolate myself. You know, if I can't have the little, if I can have the social circle that I desire around me, like, so you might be in a space where you feel like you just about to detach from a lot of individuals right now, Cancer rising. I love the game. In fact, I love the game. Think they still gonna love me, eh? So, that's what we got going on there, Cancer risings. All right, seeing the connection or disconnect between friends and what they like to learn or what they're spiritually into as well. You seeing the disconnect between spiritual belief systems or the connection between what you like to learn, experience, and your belief system between people that you associate yourself with. All right. Gemini rising, Virgo in the 4th house. All right, I'm about to speed through this. Gemini rising, Virgo in the 4th house. All right. Emotions may be intense period overall because the moon is home here. So when the moon is in the 4th house, it ain't playing. It is not playing. Anything that's heavy on the heart chakra, we got to acknowledge that shit and take care of it. So be careful addressing situations with loved ones. Use this transit to bring understanding of what's going on in the home and why certain things make you feel a certain way. All right. You may feel overwhelmed with duties in the home. All right. Maybe your husband, your wife, you know, you feel like they not taking responsibility for things in the home, keeping the house, you know, in check and whatnot. And now you feel like spazzing on their ass. Like, yo, what the fuck? You never be doing the dishes. I be coming home, I be able to do dishes, like shit like that. So you gotta be careful that you just don't be spazzing on your kids, spazzing on your spouse. Full moon chance in the 1st house, Gemini rising, because they might be irritating right now. You know, this energy is influencing you to see, have you been connecting to what brings you peace? Have you had solitude in your schedule? You know, is that something you've been building a relationship with? If not, then that's probably a part of why you may be feeling all these emotions or heavy emotions around this time, because you haven't been pinpointing or filtering these things through building a relationship with solitude, building a relationship with your privacy. You know what you like to do in your privacy to be able to hear your own thoughts, hear your own feelings and emotions, right? Or feel your own feelings and emotions. All right. So the moon in the 4th house, it could dig deep, bringing realizations to things with family members or situations, especially with the mother. You could feel things heavier than usual. That's why you don't want to react impulsively in this area right now, connecting to what brings you peace, right? Since the moon is full at this time, you're not going to feel like compromising about what brings you peace or makes you feel fulfilled. So even if you're diving to a state of privacy or trying to jump into some solitude, be careful if you're dealing with any distractions in that area that can make you flip out as well. 10th house energies have been highlighted during this Pisces season. So when it comes to your social status, your reputation, you know, how you're established in the career field, these are things that you've been paying attention to and you've been looking at this whole Pisces season, and you've been trying to see how you can maximize or scale or transition into more of a secure, stable position in the 10th house based off the knowledge you do have. You know, Pisces in the 10th house, you already seen as wise out in the world with your social status. You already seem like somebody that could teach, somebody that got some knowledge and wisdom to circulate, right? So you're realizing how much your creativity can do for you in the 10th house, or realizing people see you for something creative in that 10th house, or for what you know in your wisdom, right? And it's time for you to start maximizing that and pouring into that. That's what Pisces was trying to get you to understand, like, yo, people see you like this in the 10th house, you know? People see you like this. People confirming that you're knowledgeable with this. Remember that conversation you had with your friend or with your professor, and they was telling you smart, this, that, and the third. You should do this, that, and the third. You should apply here, this, that, and the third. You know, that shit is coming to the surface. If that shit is resonating hard, you take direction with that shit right now. Gemini risings. Taurus risings. Virgo in the 5th. All right. Earth risings. Circumstances with your lover. Love matters. Relationship with children. Creative endeavors. All illuminated right now. Could be intense right now. All right. Don't be spazzing out on your partner right now. Don't be spazzing out on bae right now. All right, might just be temporary feelings. Okay, may feel the energy of the lack of help with creative endeavors or with children. So when I say lack of energy, I worded that wrong. I meant to say you may be feeling how you are not putting energy into things that you want to deal with on a creative level. So you're feeling the lack of this energy. All right, because your 5th house is lit up. So potential with creative endeavors, you feeling all of it, you seeing all of it, but it's also making you pay attention to like, damn, I haven't really been putting work into this house. Like, damn, I'm seeing all this potential aspirations and shit, but I haven't really been, getting busy in this house. So that's something you need to pay attention to in there. You want your creative, now you got Virgo in this house, so you want your creative projects to come out perfect. You have a high standard for anything you deal with on a creative level, right? But you got to remember, you can't stagnate the process by overthinking things. You want to be in the execution mode. It's a full moon here, so it's going to be more so you putting completions and endings to things that you may be dealing with on a creative level, moving to the next level of what you're doing, finalizing the first stage or something, the second stage or something, and there's a full moon process. So right now something needs to come to an end, or there needs to be some completion and conclusion with something you putting together in this 5th house, right? You want your creative projects to come out perfect, but you're going to stagnate the process if you just don't execute. Be careful being overwhelmed, trying to meet a high standard with what you're creating, or expectations of your partner too. You may be placing high expectations on your partner around this time, and you're going to have to understand, people have different love language, people express themselves in, different ways, have different motivations and goals, and go through different emotions. So these are things you might be experiencing with that person that you're connecting with right now, person you're dating. And new realizations about, your child, or how you connect to the inner child right now. You may be full moon in the 5th house. You're going to be realizing if the relationship with you and your inner child is unfulfilled right now or not. All right. And then Pisces, all that Pisces energy being in the 11th house. So you're more aware of how to acclimate your creativity into the outside world. For other people that don't know you to see what you're made of, right? Discovering your niche or brand, realizing you have contacts or know people in the industry or field that you want to get into in a creative level, right? Or something that you want to build, maybe a part of the community already. So like you may be a part of the spiritual community. You want to do tarot. You want to start, doing giving astrology energies out or whatnot. And you realizing like, damn, I'm already in the community. Like, I already know some astrologers. I already know some tarot people. You feel me? Like I already connect with people on that shit already. Like this ain't no out the norm shit. I'm in the vibe already. So that may be something you realizing right now, Taurus rising. And you may be going through a revelation with some friendships and associates. Maybe a group environment, a team you may have been a part of it, and you're starting to expand out of that. You may feel like that shit is expired right now. All right, full moon, things coming to an end. Aries rising, Virgo in the 6th, full moon transit 6th house. A project you may be working on may be coming into completion right now. You're putting finishing touches on these things, right? You may be catching influences that you really need to clean your diet up. You'll know that if you're really feeling anxious and tense around this time. That's your body trying to tell you, like, motherfucker, we need to regenerate right now. I feel crazy. I feel wasted right now. You feel me? With this opposition to your 12th house, though, you may feel like it's a time to transition out your current work routine or alter your schedule to work on something you're creatively invested in right now. Once again, full moon, transition, ending, completion, starting to invest in something you're creatively creatively connected to, excuse me. And you'll know if you need to make that move, that transition, if you feel like you've been putting your 12th house energies on hold. So if this Pisces season is like, damn, you going through the motions, you doing what you got to do at work, you going through your schedule and whatnot, but every day you just feel like you continue to put some things on, some dreams and some aspirations on the back burner. You consistently putting some of this shit on the back burner. If it's feeling that heavy right now, then this is a time that you're going to have to make some decisions on how you about to transition or something, or how you about to start working on, your passions or your dreams on the side in some type of shape or form. Yup, that's really what's going on, and it's that 6th, 12th house axis. So that's that Pisces and Virgo axis period. So I said yesterday, Aries rising, you need to be careful of overexerting yourself this weekend, jumping into some detox and fasting, right? Everybody overall, but when it comes to your schedule and routine and all of that shit, with them Pisces energies in there, all that energy been influencing you to work on what you creatively invested in overall. Now, when we got the full moon transiting excuse me, when we got the all them Pisces energies was in your 12th house, excuse me. So with the full moon transit in your 6th house, all these influences has been pushing you with Virgo in the 6th house, you know, stay on top of your schedule, stay on top of your routine. But now it's at a point, it's like, damn, I know schedule and routine is an emphasis, but what the fuck do I really want to work on? So that's what the full moon is bringing together for you right now. It's aligning your work ethic with your heart. It's aligning your work ethic with your dreams right now. All right. Instead of just feeling like you're working hard for nothing, you're becoming more calculated as to where you're going to direct this work ethic at and what you want to blossom from it. Right. So being more intentional about your dreams and imaginations, how you about to bring that into fruition. All right. So that's what we got going on. Aries risings, Virgo in the 6th, Pisces risings, Virgo in the 7th. Relationship house illuminated, fully illuminated. So you're peeping a lot of game about your partner and your relationship habits, right? Your partner's habits and yourself. Your partner can end up telling you about yourself around this time. And if your partner is telling you about yourself in some type of shape or form, understand this full moon transit in your 7th house. God is using your partner to help you grow right now. You can't take that shit offensive. You can't feel like they coming at you. They purposely trying to trigger you and shit. You know, God is probably using them right now, using your partner, your boyfriend, your girlfriend to let you know something about yourself. Because God know that's the only person that could probably get to you right now. You know? So that's something very important to understand right now. And it's full moon energy, so it's hard to take some criticism right now. It's easy to be offended right now, right? But this is what you may be dealing with, Virgo in that 7th house. you know Pisces rising, you know your partner's always got some high-ass expectations for your ass in relationships, Pisces risings. Motherfuckers be thinking you God in relationships. It's like, damn, can I get a day off? Can I get a day off? So damn. So realizing how much you really feel about an individual. New realizations of where you want things to go. You know, you may have been content at where y'all was at in this relationship. Now you realizing like, I want to take this shit to another level. You realizing this has potential to go to another level, you know? You testing the waters out, whatnot. So you might be in that type of energy, but let's not get it twisted. Venus and Mars is making that contact with Uranus. So there's a lot of changes going on in relationships right now. People are transforming a lot of things dealing with their value system. A lot of things people is finding pleasure with. They're starting to evolve and expire from that shit, you know, learning to break free through attachments right now. So that person you may have been attached to, you wasn't really connected to them. You was attached to them, to their ass. There's a difference. Connected, you in a union. Attached is like they there and you on them. It ain't reciprocal. It ain't mutual. You realizing this shit right now. A lot of y'all may be realizing this right now, Pisces rising, Virgo in that 7th house. So this giving you the courage to break free from any energies you may be attached to, right? It's great to fill your partner out before you jump out the window right now. Full moons, we could push the envelope on full moons, so be careful. Try to fill your partner out before you drop a bomb on them about something, and let this full moon transit pass. Let the weekend go by. Don't bring up shit till next week, for real. All right. But yeah, new realizations in the 7th house. If you single, you got this energy in the 7th house. Your whole you know, how a lot of your past is coming up in your relationship life. You know, full moon transit 7th house is bringing up a lot of your relationship past. So all these energies, if you're dealing with a certain memory with a certain partner or a certain energy with somebody you used to connect to, and that shit is just so vibrant right now. You don't know why this specific memory or this specific situation with this individual is on your mind. Just know in some type of shape or form, universe making you feel on that situation, because that was probably something you experienced in your 7th house and you ain't digested the way you were supposed to. You ain't digest that lesson the way you were supposed to. Now you single. You not in a situation that, you know, you got some time to recollect about some shit. So that full moon in 7th house is like, all right, it's been a year, it's been 8 months, it's been 6 months since you've been out this situation, 3 months or whatever, full moon transit in your 7th house. This is what you were supposed to learn from this relationship, but ever since that breakup, you have not talked to us about this. You have not talked to God and the universe. We ain't hear you self-talk about none of this shit, so we're gonna make your ass feel on this right now. You may have got broken up with and you still, you was getting dogged out. You was dealing with a toxic individual with the full moon transit 7th house, but you thought you was the problem the whole time. The full moon is heavy on your ass right now. 7th house, like, motherfucker, where's our self-esteem? Where's our self-worth at? You feel me? We can't have no healthy relationships without making sure we respected a certain way. So the full moon is also up in standards in that 7th house. So you, whoever dating Pisces rises right now, like they kind of not settling for shit in their relationships right now. Like that ass, not after this weekend. All right. Y'all may be feeling like a relationship is expired and you starting to feel smothered or overwhelmed. That's the extreme of this energy. That's the extreme of this energy. If you feeling smothered in your relationship, you feeling like, I don't want to be in the same bed as motherfucker. Like, yeah, this shit is over. This shit been expired. The full moon is just really throwing it all in your face right now. Balance between your personal life and relationship life, right? If you're single, if you're single and you're craving someone else's time more than what you got going on, so it's important to understand if you're single and you craving somebody else's time more than, what you got going on, you somewhat imbalanced in this first 7th house axis right now. You need to learn how to pour into yourself when you into your own energy, and then appreciate time with that individual when you with that individual, instead of just being so consumed with that person that is throwing your whole first 7th house axis it's throwing all that shit all the way off, right? And you need to learn how to flow. Learning how to flow some more in the 7th house, right? Pisces season was trying to remind you to let that area flow some more. Aquarius risings, Virgo in the 8th house, heavy energies, period. You feeling heavy energies, period, because the moon don't like the 8th house. It brings up a lot of demons. It brings out a lot of secrets, insecurities, hidden energies, heavy energies, traumas, wounds. The moon got to connect and attract and feel all of that out. But hey, it's bringing understanding to the things you've transformed, things you've persevered from. The full moon is illuminating some things. You might find some secrets out. You might make some connections subconsciously right now about certain things that lead you to a secret right now. Full moon in the 8th house. Yep. Acknowledging demons and learning to accept the past and maybe things that happened in your past. And the full moon is like, we is not about to be harping over that shit in the new year. Finances could be a huge priority right now. Feeling like you just let money come and go and you don't do anything with it. You're not moving it in wiser places. You're not utilizing your funds in a wise way or whatnot. You being too frivolous with your bread. Being more secure with your finances. That may be a strong emphasis. And reminding you that what you want to build in your 2nd house, where the Pisces energies are at, because that house has been heavily stimulated for you Aquarius risings. Your 2nd house been having y'all feel like, sky is really the limit. Potential is crazy. You can manifest anything, It's so easy to see your potential when the sun is transiting the 8th house. So when it comes to transiting your 2nd house. So when it comes to the full moon in the 8th house, you're learning to embrace everything that done transform you and everything you done persevered to fuel how you're going to build in that 2nd house, to fuel what you're going to bring into reality, right? So past transformations is giving you strength. It's like, and it's almost like you're using the past for a self-esteem boost right now, Aquarius rising. You're using that past breakup. You're using that past time you worked on this, that, and the third, and that shit didn't work to motivate, these new ideas you've been getting with the sun and Jupiter in your 2nd house. These new ideas to expand and take action on new things that you really value. You may have new values now. You fucked up with some other shit. I don't like saying fail or fucked up, but like something didn't go in your favor in the past with something that you was trying to build in the 2nd house. Now you learning to say, yo, fuck that. That was the past. I got this new value. Let's get it popping. I got these new seeds I want to plant this year. Like, you feel me? Let's use this full moon in the 8th house to remember where the fuck we came from, where we persevered from. That shit that we went through, it didn't go in our favors, but but did you die? But did you die? All right then. Virgo in the 9th house, Capricorn rising, house of higher learning, philosophy, long distance travel experiences, fully illuminated. All right. So feeling like this energy got you feeling like you need to expand out your 3rd house. This energy feeling like this new year, I gotta experience new things outside of my 3rd house. I'm probably in my 3rd house a little too much. I'm probably doing things I'm too familiar with. I need to experience new things. I need to be in environments where there's new energies around me. You want to shake up your 3rd house. You want to expand outside of it, right? Realizing what you have above average knowledge about, and possibly seeing how you can be of service with that. Virgo in the 9th house. So when it comes to knowledge and wisdom that you gain in this house, that archetype is naturally going to want you to push it out in a serviceable way, right? To help others in a charitable way or whatnot, But you're starting to see, realizing what you have above average knowledge about, and possibly seeing how you could be of service, but especially from a spiritual perspective. So a lot of y'all may really be feeling like y'all want to express things dealing with spirituality, right? Dealing with spiritual expansion, giving your wisdom about life experiences, finding ways to connect that to others in some type of shape or form. Starting to see the positive in lessons learned this year. So it may be certain things you experience. You probably experienced some shit last year in the summertime, and you just now starting to understand why you had to learn that lesson. You just now realizing it, but it's great that you realize it now. My cat Rising Woman said just the other day, I need a holiday. I was looking them up. We all need a holiday, bro. We need a whole new. We need to remove all the holidays we got now. Make our own motherfucking calendar, bro. Y'all tap into Zodiac Energy 1. Y'all tap into. You got some gems over there. All right, so. This energy also got y'all feeling like you need to dive deeper with certain studies or something that you're learning. You may be studying something, you may have been into something, especially on a spiritual level, and now you feel like you need to dive deeper. You need to start exercising, practicing certain things you've been learning some more, starting to apply it more into your life, right? Even though it's a full moon, you definitely may be developing some new aspirations and goals for the future with the transiting that 9th house. The future can start looking bright in the 9th house. You can start seeing potential of things you want to give life to, right? The 9th house deal with higher learning and deal with expansion, no ceiling. So you're seeing, how you may have put ceilings on yourself with certain things you wanted to create in the past. And you're this full moon's trying to remind you you're not doing that in the new year, right? Spiritual path may be making more sense and more realizations as to why you had to experience certain things in the past, right? To have that wisdom that you have now. Sag risings, Virgo in the 10th. Career emphasis lit up, fully illuminated, right? So realizing your social status and how people see you. It may be certain things that maybe a certain reputation you have and you haven't been, utilizing it to build in this realm. And you're realizing, wait, did I go over? Yeah. Okay. And with Cap risings, Virgo in the 9th, you got all them energies in the 3rd house. All them energies in the 3rd house, Pisces in the 3rd house. You may have realized some illusions you may have been in with some friends. You may have realized how you've been too open, way too sacrificial with some friends, and they taking advantage of that shit during Pisces season. So Sag rising, Virgo in the 10th, career emphasis lit up, realizing your social status, how people see you. So maybe a reputation you have, something that you're popular for, have notoriety for, but you haven't really learned how to utilize it, brand it, work it a certain way. And the full moon is like, yo, how are we going to become intentional? How are we going to use this? How are we going to make some magic with our reputation, right? With something we're perceived as already. Strong intuition on what direction to take with career paths right now. You may be real passionate about a certain career path or putting some energy into building something in this 10th house, possibly branding yourself in a new way in some type of shape or form, full moon transit in the 10th house. Or also things in the 10th house may be coming to an end. So you may feel like you don't want to be at the job you're at right now because Virgo in the 10th house, you're not being appreciated there. Your ability to service the world or be of service to the world is limited and restricted in the environment you're in, and you need to find a way to get into another environment so you can maximize the gifts you brought here. Realizing that a healthy comfort zone, all the energies in your 4th house, Pisces in the 4th house. So right now you're realizing that a healthy comfort zone motivates you to build in the 10th house. This whole Pisces season was helping you. You may have subconsciously been pushed into what you call it, an isolated space, a secluded space. And then you start realizing like, yo, when I'm in this space, when I allow myself to connect to my solitude and be in my peace, I download crazy things that I be trying to get ideas to plan and work on when I'm just on the go or I'm a little unstable, whatnot. When I'm to myself and I'm able to just listen to my own thoughts, process my thoughts and feelings, I have way more clarity with things. You feel me? So this energy is helping y'all understand, the more we keep a healthy comfort zone, the more we develop our relationship with our privacy, our 4th house, our emotional well-being is going to motivate how we build in the 10th house. All right. Authorities, bosses, they may be a little irritating right now. And true emotions about your career path coming out. So even if you had an intention to do certain things in career, but you in a transition, you in a certain workplace right now, whatnot, like right now, that shit is just really intense. You almost on some like, nah, man, next check, I'm up out of here. I need to really start planning how I'm about to transition now. So be careful that you don't do nothing impulsive. This is understanding time. This is time to recollect how you about to transition and all that, right? If there's any squares or oppositions hitting your shit, hitting this full moon in the 10th house, this is definitely a time to transition. So if you got planets in the 1st, 4th, 7th house and this full moon making contact with them planets, especially if it's the sun moon in the 1st, 4th, 7th house, and you feeling like you need to break free from your 10th house, you need to gain more authority, you need to gain more ownership of your 10th house, you goddamn right. You goddamn right. All right. You know you could bring a bunch of service to the world, but are you in an environment where you can maximize that potential? Like I said earlier, Scorpio rising, Virgo in the 11th house. Truths. When it comes to your public environment, when it comes to your associates, partners, business relationships, how you deal with people in the outside realm, how you connect with other individuals in the outside realm, this house is lit up. It's fully eliminated. So when we look at Virgo in the 11th house, you're gaining truths and realizations about groups, relationships, or associates you may have been dealing with. Some of these relationships may be expired right now, full moon. You may have learned what you needed to learn, working with this individual, dealing with this group, getting into shenanigans with these people that you party with or whatnot. Like, you like, when it comes to who you associate yourself with, you're realizing which one of these relationships is expired, you know, which one of them ain't really serving purpose to what you're trying to build, all right? Or who's just going to be in this box and you're going to be less accessible because these 11th house energies is taking away time and energy from what you want to build, all right? So heavy emphasis on relationships, associates in this area, right? Motivated to deal with social media or relate your 5th house energies to the world. So your 5th house been lit up, Scorpio rising. So when it comes to things with creative endeavors, you know, things you want to put in the light, certain projects, you know, or how you simply like to have fun, socialize, you know, get out in the world. All these things are things that you want to connect to your 11th house some more. So it may be something you creatively invested in and you want to find a community for that. You want to find associates for that. You want to start getting into that industry. I mean, you may be into, you know, it may be something, a certain community you like to pay attention and watch on social media or YouTube. But now you want to be a part of that shit now. You want to be a part of that shit now. You want to get your creativity, your 5th house. You want to be in a community. You want to connect your shit out into the world on social media, or you may be in a state of really branding right now. You know, really branding yourself, developing a new brand, new project, or how you about to network yourself out into the 11th house, right? Beware of disagreements or fallouts here. Indicators that beware of disagreements or fallouts here. These are indicators that the union was expired and you learned what you needed to learn with that group, community, partnership, business partnership. You feel me? Any tension that you have with somebody you're doing business with or within career right now, you know, digest that, understand that, and, you know, follow your heart if that's something that you feel like you need to take into an individual endeavor instead of working with somebody else or working with them group of people right now. All right. But, you know, this energy is definitely stimulated to take things that you've been influenced on in your 5th house. It may be some Scorpio rising. You know how you do. You know how you be doing, Scorpio rises. Be a whole bunch of talents and gifts that y'all got that the world don't know about. Got that Pisces in the 5th house. So Pisces be dying to be on the stage in the 5th house. Pisces be like, God damn, Scorpio, you be hating. Every time motherfuckers want to see me do my thing in the 5th house, every time people want to see my knowledge, my wisdom, my creativity, my experience, or what I know how to do, you know, every time people want to see that shit in my 5th house, you supposed to be helping me out in this house, but you be motivating me to stay in the dark with this shit with your ass. So now it's like, we not going through that. All them energies, Jupiter, Neptune, and Pisces not really trying to hear that shit from Scorpio right now. Pisces ain't trying to hear all that cool, calm, collected shit from Scorpio right now. So when it gets into your 11th house, the full moon in Virgo, that full moon in Virgo in the 11th house is like, yeah, come on, bring some of that 5th house energy in here. Bring that opposite energy in here. All that shit that you've been paying attention to, all that potential you got when it comes to your creativity, something that you have awareness about, something you want to spread awareness about, right? Something you want to put on the stage, something you want to gain spotlight and attention for. These are the things that is like, now I got to get into the 11th house. It's so many ways. You may be in a state of, some of y'all right now are trying to understand how to brand yourself, or some of y'all are already finding the motion with social media, or which how y'all influencing, or how y'all content creating, or how y'all creating business online, and you trying to find out what platform works for you right now. So stay in the motion, understanding maybe what way of communicating, using platform social media is really working for you right now. All right, go for it. Virgo will help you build. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. And I put the idea on. Beautiful. Right. And stop worrying about results and place light on your creative endeavors. You know, finding the platform that works for you, rebranding. Yep. And last but not least, guys, Libra rising, Virgo in the 12th house. With this alignment, Libra rising, it's easy to sink in the past. So that's what I don't want y'all to do. If we're going to sink in the past over this weekend, we need to sink in the past so you can recollect on everything you done learned. You can recollect on everything that, you know, all the mistakes you're not about to make in this new year. You can recollect on all the ways you're about to maximize on things that you started in the new year. All right. Full moon coming into the 12th, and maybe some losses that you have to charge to the game here. All right. Full moon, You know, the Pisces season energy already dealing with losses and whatnot. So a lot of us had to take some setbacks probably. A lot of us may have dealt with certain things with finances, investments, stocks, you know, stocks, crypto, all that shit down right now. You feel me? So it's like people are trying to find out ways to get back on their feet. And this is helping us tap into inner gifts right now, inner abilities right now, finding new ways to use things that we already had, but we were comfortable in the past when everything was good, when, you know, bread was looking all right right now. Now shit looking a little unstable right now. People taking some losses. We having some setbacks. And I was like, damn, maybe it is time for me to start that YouTube channel. Maybe it is time to put my music out, trying to get some of that stream money. Maybe it is time for me to do this, that, and the third. You feel me? So it's that type of energy, Virgo on the 12th house, Libra rising. So, but once again, be careful how you not sinking too much into the past from a negative point of view, because the 12th house, you know, insecurities, you know, make you what's the word? You know, make you cling on to things that you lost, losses that you took or whatnot, right? Libra rising, really hermit mode to the spring. Oops, gangster. Hermit, I'm a hermit mode ass nigga. Hermit mode is a powerful thing. You feel me? Vivid ass dreams right now. Over this weekend, you got some vivid ass dreams. You got some vivid ass dreams all the way up into Aries season, into the spring equinox. So you want to be one with the subconscious, because it's gonna be ringing right now. Honestly, my intuition will be kicking my ass for how much she has been screaming the idea into my head. Thank you for messaging. No problem. Learning to work past any limitations or insecurities about how your projects or creative endeavors may have not turned out the way you wanted to in the past. Or overall insecurities about how something is about to turn out with a creative endeavor or something you want to do. Like, we don't even care about how it's about to turn out. We want to make sure we just get active. We want to make sure we react to our imagination in that 12th house. Because guess what? The whole Libra season, the whole Pisces season, your 6th house has been active, Libra. So the emphasis of work, the emphasis is more so like this Pisces season has been showing you that when you're motivated to work on something, you know, you could create some beautiful things. All right. So now it's aligning, you know, your 6th house with what you really want to work on. And you got Pisces in the 6th house. So your whole life, you're trying to learn how to develop a schedule and routine for things you're creatively invested in. And sometimes people misunderstand you. Sometimes, you know, you make some mistakes not doing things in a realistic way, and you gotta, you know, you take setbacks. But overall, it's hard to have a mundane schedule or workplace or a mundane career here. You need something that fulfills you with all this water in your earth houses, with Pisces in that 6th house, Libra rising. So this energy is to help you work past any insecurities or, you know, the way things didn't work out in the past, to help you plant them new seeds with your 12th house, to build that container for your imagination. All these Pisces energies have been showing you what the proper schedule and routine in your life is going to help, how a new evolved regiment, routine, and schedule is going to help to create the space for your 12th house energies, for your dreams, your imagination, for you to work on that new business, for you to work on your creative endeavors. But if you don't have no sense of order and regiment, that shit we could forget it. Yeah, all that shit could just become scattered. All right. This is really more of a therapeutic transit for y'all. Like, if I was y'all Libra risers, I'd really be to myself. You got to be able to take in all your 12th house energies. You got to be able to take in all your 12th house energies without any distractions. Without any, you know, too much energies around you, like too much electronics on around you. Like, cut the system off. If you ain't watching it on the TV, cut that off. Actually press shut down on your laptop. Don't just put the shit down. Press shut down on that shit. Get the electricity down in your crib. Connect to source this weekend, Libra rising. All right, because this may have also been a very overwhelming Pisces season with all the work you may have been influenced to deal with in your 6th house. You know, getting acclimated with a new schedule or routine, or trying to implement a new schedule and routine. And you like, damn, you probably may have did that. And it's like, damn, that shit took a lot of work. But I got momentum right now. It ain't time to slow up. But I do need to recharge a bit going into the spring season. All right. Don't feel resentment for the dreams you haven't put energy into. It's a new year. Right? So if you got some aspirations, some things in your imagination you have been putting in the back burner, and the full moon in the 12th house is starting to bring all of that to the surface, right? Making you realize, like, goddamn, Libra rising, like, you don't care about me no more? You used to dream about me all the time. But your ass done got so caught up in trying to pay the bills, this, that, and the third. Like, what? You're not going to experience me this lifetime? Like, what's up? Like, what's good? Like, so that's what's going on with y'all, Libra rising. But I definitely want y'all to jump into more of a therapeutic energy. You got to connect to your solitude some more over the weekend. And there may be certain losses and sacrifice. It may be certain losses you got to be content that, you know, you got to move past. You got to embrace. You know, you got to digest that. There was a reason why you had to take that loss. There's a reason why that person, place, or thing ain't in your life no more. And that full moon transit in the 12th house is helping you to understand, you know, I couldn't probably come to a certain... I couldn't complete a certain chapter in my life, or I can't complete this certain chapter or phase in my life with, you know, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding if I don't embrace why that energy ain't here no more. And that could be a person, place, or thing, a relationship. It could be a number of things, you know. But overall, that sixth house, and some type of shit performed this Pisces season. That sixth house was on your ass to make you understand it. I don't care what you bring out the 12th house. As long as we got the sixth house on point, as long as we got our schedule and routine on point, we could manifest anything. We could manifest anything in this new year. But that may have been an area that was a little off. That may have been an area that was a little off this year, now that the full moon is transiting there or whatnot. So you want to be mindful of that. All right, guys. So I just want to get these energies out briefly. Like I said, I didn't want to do too much tonight. It's a full moon. Y'all need to be in sync with your emotions, with your subconscious. Connect to source. Do your thing. Meditate. Light some candles. Like some Palo Santo. You feel me? Don't let things get under your skin right now. Exhale. It's been a long day. So if you had a long day, you know, use the evening and whatnot to exhale. The moon is gonna peak. It's 8:35. So you know it's close to a peak. It's gonna be around that 3 a.m. time. So y'all know that 3 a.m. time. That's when the ghosts pop out. Like that's when the ghosts be in your. That's when the ghosts just be in your laptop on Google and shit. Ghosts be in your bedroom on a laptop just chilling, going through your CD collections and shit. You think you hearing shit or whatnot? Motherfuckers just going through your CD collection. They could be over there like, nigga, take your ass back to sleep. Let me put this DMX album in this motherfucker. You feel me? Ghost spirits just be chilling in the crib around 3 a.m. So we could conjure up some powerful energy right now. You feel me? Get the altar together. Bring ancestors. Bring all of them in the room tonight. Bring all in the room tonight. Get your ritual popping. Let them know what you not allowing yourself to get into the new year. Like, yo, y'all, I need y'all to, you know, y'all my guys. You feel me? We working as a team. Y'all know I be fucking up in this area in this year or whatnot. I'm not doing that this new year. Like, what we doing? I need y'all to be a little bit more on me. Feel me? I need some more help. I need some more encouragement. But I'm also letting y'all know I'm gonna get right though. I'm putting it in the air right now to confirm to y'all. I don't want y'all to think I don't care. So you're gonna be in the crib tonight talking to the ghost ancestors and the goblins. All right. But overall, family, digest this energy and y'all know the vibes, man. Y'all know the vibes. I'm gonna tap in with y'all tomorrow. Happy full moon, everybody.